Yo, welcome to PTA Sports Housing. I am your host, Pest Housen, the analyst. Love that Dan Housen. And let's talk about this week in New York Giants football. So, pretty interesting week. A lot of things to talk about. I'm trying to go through them as quickly as I possibly can. First thing up, Jackrabbit, Janoris Jenkins, hashtag shit fondue formerly, because Jackrabbit went on ahead, had himself a monster game, and was awarded the Defensive Player of the Week. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy that Jackrabbit had a bounce back game. I think that this is a pretty good situation for him, right? Because it allows him to go into this next game with a little bit of confidence. He's gonna need it, and let us all know that he's still Jackrabbit, right? So I mean, I'm happy that he was able to bounce back. I'm happy that he was able to have a good game. Now, for Jackrabbit, right? This is a teaching moment for these rookies and some of these young guys who are on the field, right? Because these young guys just saw their veteran, their top guy, their top paid guy, right, have a crap game, go through the week, come back, and play his ass off, right? And so when these rookies and these young guys, they have bad games throughout this season, he can always refer back to this moment of, hey, y'all remember when I had that really, really bad game? Y'all remember when I was getting burnt like toast by Mike Evans, but then I came back the next week and had a monster game? That could be you. So I'm really happy. Congratulations to Jackrabbit. Hey, man, keep balling out, right? We understand that it's not always going to be Defensive Player of the Week numbers, right? This may not be the last time that you have a bad game or, make some mistakes or whatever the case may be. But the fact is, you can build off this. So congratulations. I'm really happy for you. Next thing up, Golden Tate, all right? Our wide receiver that we paid a whole lot of money for is finally going to be able to get out there and do a little something. You know what? I'm excited to see Golden Tate. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. It's going to allow us to, utilize some of these route running guys, these slot guys, these, yak yard guys, and see what they can do. So I'm excited, right? Because we brought back Golden Tate, we dropped Benny Fowler. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about Benny Fowler getting dropped, right? Hey, who knows, man? If something happens, we may scoop him back up. But for now, hey, Benny Fowler's out on the streets. It's unfortunate because, I like Benny Fowler. I've liked him since last year. We'll see what happens. Maybe another team picks him up. Who knows? But, hey, it is what it is. We also released T.J. Jones. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not even I almost forgot to mention him. I'm just gonna be honest because what has TJ Jones done since he got here? This last weekend, 2 muff punts, right? He didn't look very good in punt coverage. He doesn't really bring anything to the table, from a receiving standpoint. So it is what it is for TJ Jones. Hey, I hope you're able to go to another team and maybe you ball out with them in their system. Maybe you fit their system. I don't know, but it is what it is. What's most important is that we got Golden Tate back. We got a veteran up there in the locker room, right? He's been able to be at the facility for the first time this entire week, practice with the team, talk with his guys, build a little camaraderie, get a little bit of communication and familiarity with Daniel Jones, and hopefully he balls out. So we're gonna see what goes on with that. Speaking of Daniel Jones, first things first, a shout out to Chris the Entertainer Talking Sports, because he was one of the first ones that kind of talked about this. And I went and I looked. Daniel Jones did not make ESPN's top 10 rookies through the first 4 weeks. I'm kind of on the fence about this whole situation, right? Maybe it's because he only played in 2 games? Question mark. I don't know. Hey, ESPN, why you didn't put DJ on this list? He's only come out for 2 weeks and been really solid. Led this team to 2 wins. Granted, one of those wins came from the Washington Redskins, who are trash bag garbage right now. Sorry, Redskins fans, but it's the truth. I'm an honest guy. I'm gonna let you know if your team's bad. Your team's bad. We'll talk about that in a second. But DJ's come out. He's balled out, right? He's given a spark to this team, and y'all just gonna disrespect him like that? Like that's what y'all gonna do? Y'all not even gonna put him on this list? You're not even gonna put him at like number 10? Number 10? For real? You're not gonna put him at number 10? I ESPN. You know what? Y'all been hating on Daniel Jones from the very beginning, okay? Fist Vegas likes to point out constantly that y'all rated him a 0. A 0. Zilch. Niet. Nada. Nothing. You guys gave him a 0, all right? So obviously you're not going to put him on your top 10 list, because if you put him on your top 10 list, you look foolish, because you're foolish right now. You've been foolish this entire time. Okay? Like, that's just what it is, ESPN. Honestly, you're kind of a joke. You're kind of a joke, all right? When I don't have to work during the day and I get an opportunity to watch some sports TV, which I try to do on days that I don't have to work, I'm watching Fox Sports 1. I'm watching Skip Bayless, all right? I think that's what I'm doing, right? I'm not watching First Take, okay? I'm not. Because honestly, First Take sucks, okay? That's what it is. I'm watching Skip and Shannon. And I'll be honest, sometimes I hate listening to Skip talk, because all he talks about is the Cowboys like they're the only thing that matters. And then when he's not talking about the Cowboys, he's talking about the Patriots like they're the only thing that matters. But I'd still rather watch that than ESPN, all right? You know what? Let me tell you about one of the worst Giants fans on the planet right now, Max Kellerman. I'm going to give Max Kellerman props, right? Because Max Kellerman, hey, at least you're still a Giants fan. You've been a Giants fan on TV. You've admitted to it. We've had some bad seasons and whatnot. But, dog, you are a terrible Giants fan. Like, you're a bad Giants fan, my guy, all right? I saw a video because someone sent it to me, right? Because I would never actively go out and look, to look at the trash bag garbage that's coming out of ESPN right now. But somebody sent me it, and you talk about Saquon, and you talk about how, we don't need to play Saquon at all. We need to do this and we need to do that. We need to just have bench him because we're not going nowhere. What about last year? You wasn't trying to bench him last year. He wasn't going nowhere. But this year, because you think there might be a glimmer of hope in the future, we should not play Saquon? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Max Kellerman? I don't get it, Max Kellerman. Do you like the Giants or do you hate the Giants? Because all you do is talk crap about the New York Giants. You don't even defend this team. You don't defend the coach. You don't defend the general manager. You don't defend the players. I know that you're trying to be honest and objective and whatnot, but you don't even defend the players. Yo, Skip Bayless goes on TV every single day and he talks about the Cowboys like they can do no wrong, all right? He will change his views and opinions if he's talking about the Cowboys versus someone else. If it's the Cowboys, QBR's through the roof. If it's another quarterback, QBR doesn't matter. This guy goes out there and he stands by his team. You don't do that, Max Kellerman. You just don't. So, at the end of the day, right? I don't care about ESPN. I don't care about ESPN's list. I'm talking about it, right? Obviously. But the only reason why I'm talking about it is because it's the news of the week. But I don't care about ESPN. I don't. Okay? So you know what? There's another side of me that's don't ever put Daniel Jones on your list, ESPN. Don't ever do it. Okay? Never. I want you to continue to call Daniel Jones a 0. When Daniel Jones goes out there and he balls out, right? When he goes out there and he wins football games, right? If he is lucky enough to go and win a Super Bowl, MVP, Pro Bowl selections, if he goes out there and he does any of those things, ESPN, you keep calling him a 0. You die on that hill, ESPN. That's what I expect you to do. But it won't really matter if you don't die on that hill, because I won't be looking for your opinion, because I think you suck. Now, with that said, let's go on ahead and move on to a couple of moves that the Giants, another move that the Giants have made. They called up Joshua Taiuefa. So I hope I'm saying his name right, because it's I don't know, it's a difficult name to say. But what I do know about this young man is that in the preseason, he was balling out. He was making crazy tackle numbers. He played really well. I honestly think that the reason why he went on a practice squad and he didn't make the original 53, I think it was more of a numbers game, right? I think it was a situation where, like, they had some of these other players, and he was at like the bottom of the depth chart, so it's kind of like, we'll see if we can stash this kid away on our practice squad. And I think that's essentially what they did, and I'm glad that they were able to do that, because we're in a situation right now where we don't have any middle linebackers, all right? We got my guy Ryan Connolly, he's out for the season, right? We got Ogletree, he's still dealing with his hamstring, right? We got Tate Davis, he's still got a concussion. So, like, we don't really have a whole lot of options at middle linebacker, okay? We got Mayo, we got Stupar. I don't want Stupar playing off-ball linebacker. I want Stupar playing special teams, and that's it, okay? I'm just telling you how I feel, right? I'm not saying that Stupar's not good. I'm just telling you that I want to play in special teams. I don't want to play an off-ball linebacker. So that was a move that we made, all right, to try to mitigate that issue with us with the linebackers. I anticipate that Peppers is going to probably be playing money backer quite a bit. We'll see what happens with that. Last topic that I want to talk about before I start talking about this game is Saquon Barkley. Man, let me tell you guys about Saquon Barkley. So a couple of weeks ago, right, Saquon was in a walking boot, on crutches, high ankle sprain, hurt. Going to lose Saquon for 6 to 8 weeks. Saquon's not even going to be around. People were talking about Saquon possibly going on injury reserve. But this week, old Saquon suited up and was running and cutting and jumping and changing directions like nothing ever happened. Yo, this kid Saquon Barkley is a different breed of human. Now, I know that, back in the day, while he was in college, he had a high ankle sprain. He came back from 2 weeks, right? And, that kind of shows that he was a fast healer. But, like, no one expected for Saquon to be able to do what he's doing right now, right? And we're talking about this guy potentially playing like within the next 2 weeks, maybe sooner. Now, he's not playing this weekend, but he could play against the Patriots. He could possibly really realistically play against Arizona. Like, it's remarkable. It's amazing. The breed of human. This man might not even be human. This man not even, Fist Vegas been referring to him as like a cyborg. It's like, this kid is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't want him to play this week. I'm glad that he's not playing this week. I don't know if I want him to play against the Patriots, to be honest. Give you a little spoiler to next week in review, which will be way sooner than normal, being that it's a Thursday game. I don't see us beating the Patriots. I don't. So it's like, do we want to put Saquon in a precarious position in a game that we're more than likely going to lose? I don't know. So honestly, I don't think I want to play him. against the Patriots either. However, if the kid's ready to go, the kid's ready to go. Let him play, I suppose, despite what Max Kellerman says, because according to Max Kellerman, we should just wrap him up in bubble wrap and never let him touch the field until 2020. What a dumbass thing to say, Max Kellerman. You should be ashamed of yourself. Saquon's a beast. Don't disrespect the beast. Anyway, let's go on ahead and switch gears, and let's talk about this upcoming game. All right, so, looking at our injury report, right, I've already hinted to all these things. Saquon Barkley is not playing, all right? Alec Ogletree is not playing. Tate Davis is not playing. Those three have been ruled out for the game. There have been some individuals who had limited practice, throughout the week. We ain't concerned with none of them. They're probably all going to play, all right? I believe I saw Zeitler and Solder on there. They're going to play, whatever. We ain't tripping. I know Wayne Gallman was on there, but he's going to play. We ain't tripping. Overall, right, players who could potentially play but are not playing, it's only 3 guys, right? So, you got to make it work. Next man up, all right? Let's just kind of talk just really quickly about this Vikings team. This Vikings team is in a very weird place right now, right? Because, they got a really, really good defense, like a really good defense. But that offense is not looking good right now. They're a run-first offense, which is, for me, is refreshing, right? I love to see smash mouth football. That's my favorite. That's my jam. But, they got weapons all over the field on offense, and they're not being utilized properly. And it seems like Adam Thielen had some things to say about that, And you know what? Hey, listen. I don't know if the public venue is the right place for you to be airing out your grievances, but I can understand why you're mad. I can understand why you're frustrated, right? And he spoke on it. And Kirk Cousins comes out. He basically apologizes to Thielen, says, hey, man, Thielen is one of the best guys in the league. I need to get him the ball more. I need to do better, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, Stephon Diggs pops up. And he's like, I don't think I want to be here no more. I was listening to the Pat McAfee show. Yo, shout out to Pat McAfee. If you don't listen to his show, you need to. It's the bomb. But he was kind of talking about this too. Did Kirk Cousins just piss off both his wide receivers? He talks about how great Thielen is. Stephon Diggs is standing there yo, what about me, man? I'm pretty damn good myself. And now he's pissed off. He didn't say he wanted to trade, but he did not say he wanted to trade. So, it's right now, the Vikings are in a very weird place. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this team is getting ready to fall apart. This team's getting ready to curl up into a ball and die, because I don't think they're going to, right? I think that this situation could potentially galvanize this offense, and they could have a monster game this weekend. It's very possible. It's very possible that this is a spark that this team needs. You know what I'm saying? A little dissension, and then maybe one of the veterans in the locker room pulls all these guys together and goes, wake the hell up, let's play some football. We're a good-ass team, and we can win some games. You never know. But right now, man, it's just the word that's coming out of old Skullville is things aren't sunshine and lollipops. And that's not always, that's definitely not a good thing. But as I said, this defense, man, this defense is tough, right? This is going to be Daniel Jones's first real test. This game right here, and he's got another big test coming up, right around the corner. But this is going to be his first big test. Can Daniel Jones navigate this defense and put points on the board? Because this defense ain't no pump. This defense ain't no joke. They're only missing I think they're missing their slot corner, right? But their other corners, those 2 outside corners, they're beasts, all right? Their safeties are good. Their linebackers are good. They got pass rushers. They got Linval Joseph. Yo, I love Linval Joseph. I was so mad when we cut Linval Joseph because he's been balling out ever since. this defense is almost a complete package. All right? And so the question is, can Daniel Jones navigate this defense? Also, is our defense up to the task to shut down this Washington offense? This Washington offense is trying to figure out what they are. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to figure out, okay, are we run first? Are we pass first? We're going to utilize the play action. How do we maximize the value of these weapons that we have all over the place? Like, that's right now what the offense is trying to do. Can this defense capitalize on it? All right? Can this defense, build off of the momentum of whooping up on the Redskins, right? And take that momentum into this game with the Vikings and whoop up on this offense. All right, that right now is where we stand. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting game, right? I'm gonna be interested to see how Daniel Jones does up against his defense, because this is like one of the first real defenses that he's gonna face. I want to see if this Giants defense is able to stop the run. I want to see if they're able to contain that run game, because the Vikings are good at it. All right. I want to see if these wide receivers can get clamped up by our defensive backs. This right here is the test. Is this team for real, or are they eating table scraps? We getting ready to find this stuff out. So just really quickly, let me talk about what my key to this game is. My key to this game is make Kirk Cousins uncomfortable all game long. Make Kirk Cousins make bad reads. Make Kirk Cousins have to navigate a pocket that's not clean. Okay? We have to get a pass rush on Kirk Cousins, and we've got to stop the run. It is all dependent upon our front seven. Okay? We got to stop the run, and we got to make Kirk Cousins uncomfortable. That's what we have to do. That's the only way that we win this game. Okay? Like, there's only so much we can do up against this defense. Okay? We have to shut down the Vikings offense. We have to shut that offense down. We have to get them off the field. Okay? That's what we have to do. And honestly, I think this game is going to really come down to the field position battle. Okay? If we have bad field position to start drives, we might be in trouble. So we're going to have to create turnovers. Okay? We're going to have to create short fields for our offense. That's what I think we have to do. So, my prediction on this game. I believe, if I remember correctly, Vikings have like 5.5 points or something like that. Y'all know how I feel about these lines, okay? I don't really care about them. This is what I think is going to happen, all right? Y'all know, and you also know I don't like throwing scores out there. I just like to talk about point differential. This is what I think is going to happen. The Giants are going to be down by 7. They're going to get the ball last. Danny Dimes is going to be driving up the field. It's going to look like we got a chance to tie this ball game up, send it into overtime, and someone's going to make a mistake. And the Giants are going to lose by 7 in heartbreaking fashion, right? But there's good news, Giants fans. We're going to walk away from this game saying, yo, this team got something, okay? It's not going to be an embarrassing loss. It's going to be super competitive. I think the whole way. I think it's going to be competitive the whole way. And we're going to come up short. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. It's not a big deal, all right? We are going to have the opportunity to rebound against Arizona, because I already said I don't think we're going to be able to beat the Patriots, but we're going to have an opportunity to rebound against Arizona. We're not going to be out of this thing, all right? But this is going to be one of those team-defining losses. Like, we're going to look back at this loss and go, yo, that loss, that was the loss that turned our season around for the good. So that's what I think. That's how I feel. Hey, we got 2 wins in a row. We were able to enjoy winning football for 2 weeks. It's not a big deal that, we come up short against a team that's got a better defense. All right? It is what it is. We'll be okay. So that's my take on the game. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my opinions on all the things about this week. I actually forgot to talk about something, but it's okay. I'm going to talk about it later, and that gives you guys a reason to come back and listen to me the next time I do like a week in review, which is going to be in like 5 days or something like that. So it's not a big deal. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in, tuning in, listening to me talk a little bit about my favorite football team. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, let everybody know about PTA Sports, PTA Sportshausen. Love that Danhausen. And I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.